The anger spread like wildfire, sparking protests in Seattle as well. One at Westlake Center and a second at Cal Anderson Park on Capitol Hill. That's where Callie Greenberg is this morning. And Cali police declared that protest on Capitol Hill an unlawful assembly. What happened there?
Right. They told protesters just after midnight that they needed to leave immediately or face arrest. Here is some of the damage that was done. This is 11th and Pine. The police say several things were set on fire, including dumpsters. This looks like some of the debris from that. You have the Lime scooters that were just placed here in Seattle within a few weeks. You have, debris in the middle of the road there. And then across the street is graffiti, things that say her name, no justice, no peace. And then written across one of the windows is Breonna Taylor's name. Now, in total, 13 people were arrested, according to police. Here's some video taken overnight from the clash. Police say the crowd started forming around 7 p.m. It was just before 11 that things started to get out of hand when a demonstrator threw an explosive device. Police say wires were then cut to the security cameras outside of the East Precinct. Police ended up using pepper spray and blast balls to create some distance between the crowd and say that the demonstrators continued throwing explosives, setting dumpsters on fire. Police say multiple officers were injured, including one who was struck in the back of the head with a baseball bat. Now, on social media, this video on your screen has been circulating and shared several times. It's from last night's clash with police. It appears to show a Seattle police officer's bike rolling over the head of a person laying in the street. Police did address this video overnight, saying it's been referred to the Office of Police Accountability for further investigation. We'll expect more details on exactly what's going on in that video. Again, it's being shared widely on social media. I do want to mention that second protest was a vigil in Westlake Park, and that did remain peaceful. It was a large crowd who said they are going to continue to push for justice for Breonna Taylor. We'll have more about that vigil coming up in the next half hour. Live in Seattle, Callie Greenberg, King 5 News.